Shut up and sit down.
Yo people, welcome back to another hardware review, and we are back with Aspire. This time we're looking at the Favostix. Yes, it's another pod system, I know what you're thinking. It's got an inbuilt 1000 mAh battery. It goes from 1 to 30 watt, and it's actually got its own little screen. Yes. Well, we know how this all goes. This is the box. That's everything you do get in the box, and that was the box. So, the Favostix from Aspire. I don't know if they wanted to call it the Flavostix, but it isn't. It's actually the Favostix. So, let's go top to bottom like we normally do. We'll start off with the pod itself. If you have a little look at this mouthpiece, it is quite wide. Now, a good thing that I do like about this, it's actually written on the pod itself what it is. So this is the 1 ohm, best between 12 watts and 15 watts, and it is Canthal. I do like they've actually written it on the pod. That one's pre-installed. And then you do get a 0.6 ohm, best between 15 and 18 watts. If we have a little look at these mouthpieces, you'll be able to see on the 1 ohm pod it is a little bit tighter, and on the 0.6 it's a little bit wider. The 0.6 is for restricted direct to lung, and the 1 ohm is for mouth to lung. Now you get 2mm TPD compliant, and if it's the standard edition it will be 3mm. It is a bottom fill, and as you'll be able to see just there, you've got like a little clip. You pull that out, and I really do like this filling mechanism on here. There you go. And you'll be able to see that's where you put your nib of your bottle in, and then you've got another little hole in there to let the air out, so you're not getting any airlocks. And we know it really does my head in with these little rubber bungs when they don't put an extra hole in there and you end up getting an airlock. I think this is a really good mechanism. Now, it is a non-replaceable coil in there, so once your actual pod burns out, you've got to throw it away. So if you look at the top of the device, you'll be able to see you've got your gold contacts. You've also got a silver rod. That is for your auto draw. Now, to put the pod back in is very, very simple. Just marry it up and you'll hear it click. That's not going anywhere. It's really securely in place. No jankiness to it at all. Now, it has got an aluminium body. This one is the matte black. It is a bit of a fingerprint magnet. Just tell you that it is the Favostix on there. And then on this side, it just tells you it is Aspire. You've got your screen and you've got your fire button. If you have a little look on the side just here, you'll be able to see you've got your airflow, and that is mirrored on the other side as well. If you have a little look at the bottom, when it focuses, there we go. You've got your kite marks, don't vape it in a bin. It's also Type-C charging. It says it's made in China, and this has got a 1000 mAh built-in battery. Now, like I said, you've got your fire button just there, nice and clicky. It is 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. It will come up with Aspire. And then you'll be able to see you've got your battery indicator, and it also comes up in percentage. You've then got your ohms, and then how long you've actually pressed the fire button for, and then you've got your wattage. Now, to change your wattage, this goes from 1 to 30 watts. It's 3 clicks. There we go. And it'll start to flash. Now, it will go up in 1 watt increments if you just push it in like that, all the way up to 30 watts. And it does round robin to 1 watt, or you can hold it in and then it'll go all the way to 30 watts and stop. Then you press it again and it round robins. And then once it stops flashing, there you go, you are ready to go. So that was the Favostix from Aspire. What do we reckon? Let's go top to bottom like we normally do. We'll start off with the pod itself. As standard, it is a 3mm pod. TPD compliant, it will be a 2mm pod. Now, it is a fixed coil. You can't interchange your coil. So once that coil burns out, you've got to throw the pod completely away. Now, pre-installed, you get a 1 ohm coil. That's best between 12 and 15 watts. You then get a 0.6 ohm coil, and that's best between 15 and 18 watts. Now, the 1 ohm coil is the mouth to lung coil, and the 0.6 is the restricted direct to lung. we'll do the flavour test and the clouds in a second. It is a bottom fill, and I absolutely love this bottom fill. Very, very simple. You just pull it off like you've seen. Got 2 holes. It's not even getting any better, is it? You got one to put your nib in, and the other one is letting the air out. When you get these rubber bungs in there and there's no other way for that air to escape, that's where you're getting the airlock, and you're just getting juice everywhere. You haven't got it with this. Absolutely perfect filling mechanism. I really do like it. I would like to have seen it being so you could interchange your coils. Maybe so you could actually use the Nautilus coils. Obviously, this is the Favostix coils. There's nothing wrong with these coils, but it would have been nice to be able to, or they might be coming out with this in the future, where this pod you might be able to use or interchange coils. But I would have liked to have seen it so you could have actually done it with the Nautilus coils, especially when you've got where you can alter your wattage. You can dial that in, and obviously you've got a lot of the BVC coils, the Nautilus coils that you can actually choose from. What about the flavour? What about the clouds? I have got the 0.6 ohm in here, and it's coming out at 18 watts. I've got some 50-50 Nick salts in here. This is Got Salt Polar. I got this from the wonderful people. There we go. Vape in Style. There we go. Mrs. Flatcap. Big shout out to them. Let's give it a vape and see what we think. Decent cloud, and I've got to tell you, the flavour from this is absolutely corking. Really, really good flavour. Like I said, it is a restricted direct along with the 0.6, and you get a decent mouth along with the 1 ohm. Now, a little bit like the WinX, when we did the WinX, this one's got like a little bit of a buzz on the 0.6 ohm. Not on the 1 ohm, but on the 0.6. I don't know if you can hear that. It's got like a little buzz on the 0.6, but it doesn't happen on the 1 ohm. I don't know why. Doesn't really bother me. Now, the actual device itself, it is auto draw, or you can use the fire button. I haven't found that when the battery is actually dwindling, when the battery is actually dwindling, that it's no different. Where have I got dwindling from? It is no different than actually using the fire button. No difference at all. It's made out of alloy. You've got your little screen. It tells you everything that you want to look at. You're not having to look at your actual fire button to see your battery indicator. Not only have you got like the indicator, but you're also in percentage. You've got your ohms, and you've also got how long you've actually held the fire button in for. The battery life on this is amazing. It is really, really good. I've actually got 2 days out of this. Now, I'm using it while I'm editing, and I'm using it when I've been taking it to bed. Since I've had it, since it got delivered, I have not put this down. And the battery life is just absolutely amazing, even with the 0.6 ohm. It is Type-C charging. It doesn't take very long to charge up at all, roughly around about 30 to 40 minutes, if that. I'm not keen on the chunky mouthpiece. It is a little bit of a chunky monkey. Another thing as well, it has got that look of the X-Ross. It's like more squared off. It's not one of these sort of rounded pod systems, but it hasn't got any airflow. Does that really bother me? Not really. It might bother some other people. Nowadays, a lot of the pods are coming out with airflow. But like I said, they are giving you a restricted direct to lung and also a mouth to lung. All in all, I quite like it. I love the fact that you can dial your wattage in. I just like that you could actually change the coil and utilise them Nautilus coils that we all love, with you being able to go to 1 to 30 watts. But all in all, I do like it. It is quite large. It is quite a large device if you're looking down. It is comfortable, but it's a more squared off sort of pod system. Well, this has been another review by Little Bro. You know what to do, people. If you've liked the review, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. The subscribe button's in the corner. Give it a little press and get to that new magic number. Big shout out to Aspire. If you use a Little Bro 15, I think it is, you get 15% off. I might be wrong, but I will correct myself just down there at the UK Aspire vendor. But obviously, I can't leave any links down in the description because YouTube don't like it. But if you do a little bit of Google foo, you should be able to find it. I'm also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go and hit me up, people. And there's one last thing to say. Keep them juices flowing. Don't forget to check out my latest video. Also, don't forget to check out 3 Men and a Vape Show live at 8 PM every Wednesday. And also, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell, and we'll catch you later.